There's a very cool tool in Rhino called Loft that lets you take curves. You can draw pretty much almost any kind of curve and then connect them up to make a shape. So if you can imagine something that has kind of a profile at one and a different profile in the middle and an even different profile at the end, you can sweep among those three. I shouldn't say use the word sweep. I should say loft between those three. That's what we're going to do. So come with me. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Sharing my screen, looking at Rhino. And what we're going to do, again, I'm in the top view, so it's worth it to kind of remember where am I looking at. What I want to draw is something that is kind of free-form shape sitting on the ground. So I'm going to draw things in the front view mostly. Let's start with a curve here that doesn't look like a curve. It looks like a, very steep angle. So we'll do something like that. Doesn't have that kind of swoopy look to it that we had before. Why am I doing that? Because I want to show you what you can do. Now I'm going to put a swoopy curve in here. I'm going to draw this in the right window. So it's basically perpendicular to the one that I just drew. And I'm going to do something kind of wacky so that we end up with something that gives us a clear sense of how powerful this tool is. So there's a big swoopy curve there. You see it shows up here. I'm just going to tap my spacebar. So there it is there. Shows up here as just a straight line. So now I've got one there, one over here, and it's kind of in an odd spot. I'm going to push it that way. I want to make sure that it lines up over here. Whoops, I'm on the wrong arrow there. The nice thing is that you can move around in these windows very easily. So now I've got one very angled one, very big swoopy one. And over here, I think I'll actually just draw something that is like an arc. There's this pizza tool that's pretty handy if you like pizza. I kind of like pizza. So I'm just going to click there and then say, I want to draw this big fat arc on the end like that. Sure, like that. How's that for a spot? Okay, good. So now what I've got are three arcs, three curves. As far as Rhino's concerned, these three are perpendicular to each other. They can all be lofted. So what I'm imagining is that something kind of A-frame on the end here swoops up to this big swoopy curve and then comes over here and has a big opening at the end because of that piece that we made there. Let's see what happens. Surface, loft. Loft says select the curves you want to loft. So it'll just let me click until I'm done. So I can click that one. I can come over here and click this big swoopy one that we made. And then I can come over here and click the arc tool. So you see I'm just jumping back and forth between the viewports in order to get the best view to pick the thing that I'm trying to pick. So you got a lot of control. It's just worth it to remember where am I in space. And it says press enter when done, and you just go doink, there I am. So that's what it's done. I can close the loft, which means that it's going to try and wrap the whole thing up. That's not what I wanted it to do. I'm happy with that. So that's my loft right there. Let me just take a look and show you what I'm talking about, what it did. So it started with that A-frame shape that we had here. And then I went back here and said, there's this big swoopy dopey thing that you built. I had to go through in order to get back here over to that just open-ended arc. So you can see how it thinks as you build something like that. Very cool, powerful tool. Lots of things that you can do with that. Hopefully that is something that you said, ooh, that's kind of fun. I want to do that again. See ya.